So sometimes you just have to learn when to say when. This is my 2009 Art Lutherie Cedar Antique Burst. I brought it out. It's been packed away for a little while. I've been working with my other guitars, so I figured let's get this out and have a look at it. And so I brought it out, tried to play a couple of notes, and so it is rather obvious that we've messed with the truss rod just a little too much, because I took my measuring utensil, checked it out, and we're at like 1.25. Yeah, which is way too low. We want another half a millimeter in there anyways. So today let's adjust the truss rod in the opposite direction that we usually do. We're usually always tightening them to try and get the action as low as possible, and it might be just that it's been sitting for a while and it's settled. Maybe I had it too low when I put it away, but not low enough that it was making that noise. And then after it's settled and that, it is vibrating. So we're going to loosen off the truss rod and see if that's what it is. Off to the bench. So truss rod adjustment, what is it? Truss rod is a metal beam that goes down through the middle of the neck. This is the side view. That of course is the top view down. Head up here, body down here. There's a metal bar that goes down through the middle of the neck, and there's adjustment. Most of the time on acoustics, they're inside the sound hole. You will see some with a button up on the headstock. Either way, there will be most of the time a six-sided L-shaped adjusting tool that will be needed, not a paid promotion. And what happens is if you tighten this, it tries to make this here shorter. It's going to try and pull up on the rod, which is going to push down on the headstock. So that will create, well, in my case, a back bow. So what we are going to do today is loosen off the truss rod, and then that should bring the headstock up a bit, create a little bit more bow in the neck so that you don't get that twang. So when you're doing this, whether you are loosening or tightening it, you want to loosen off the strings, because whether you're loosening or tightening it, you are going to be working against the pressure that's already on the neck. So a lot of people say if you're loosening it, you don't have to mess with the strings at all, but no, there's a lot of pressure on that already. So whether you're loosening or tightening, now granted, tightening it is worse for it because you're going to be working against it and all the friction and trying to bend it the opposite way. But when you're loosening it, you still have the friction of the nut on the rod. So we don't want to wear that out, because if you wear that out, the only way to replace it is to take the fretboard off and then dig into the neck, and you really don't want to do that. So loosen it off, and because we're just doing an adjustment, we're not restringing it today, loosen the skinny strings first, because there is a lot of tension on that neck, and if you loosen off these wide ones, it's going to put a lot more pressure on these skinny ones. So loosen skinny strings first. So just inside the sound hole in the bottom of the neck, you can see right there is where this here key fits. Now we're going to want to loosen it. We're going to want to do, I've already done a little bit. We're going to go maybe about there, which was a little more than a quarter of a turn. And then we're going to bring it back up to tension and check it again. Now it may take a little while for it to settle in. If that's the case, then that's the case. But let's have a look at it and see how it ended up. Now when we're bringing it up to tune, we just have to do it into rough tune. So see, we don't put it into perfect tune because to redo this all over again, so there's no use in spending all that time. So the buzzing's already gone from there. Let's check action at the 12th in millimeters. We have about 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. Ooh, 1 7, 5, 1.5. So that's still rather low, but we're not getting any buzzing. So now is when we bring it up to actual tune. And so there's our quick and easy one for the day. Simple truss rod adjustment took away that buzzing. So as I said before, I like to have my action really low, and I put it that way, and then I put the guitar into storage for a while, and when I brought it out there was a buzzing. So my guess is that after it settled, it pulled just a little too low, and there was a little bit of a back bow in the neck. You want a little bit of a bow, if anything, flat or a little bit of a bow, at least if you want it low action like I do. So loosen off the strings, skinny strings first, get your 6-sided L-shaped adjustment tool and loosen, and that will bring the head up a bit and create a little bit more room between the strings and the frets and get rid of that buzz. So honestly, I brought this one out because I was starting to think that I'm gonna have to downsize some of my guitars, and it might be one of them, but I don't think so now. I've really always liked this guitar. It sounds very nice. It's a 2009 Art & Lutherie Cedar Antique Burst, and it's had some play on it. There's scratches here, there's dings there. The neck has a couple of marks in it, but it was used a lot, so it matured. It sounds very nice. I had an S6 that had absolutely hardly any play on it at all, and this one outdid it for sure. And this is a lower end than the S6 was, but the S6 didn't have any play on it, and I'm too old to make it mature. I want to get a guitar that's already matured, so I sent it on down the road. And as I say, I'm getting back up in the 7 to 8 guitar range right now, so we're going to go over them one by one, make some tough decisions. Anyway, we go about it, truss rod adjustments. Thanks for watching. Please share, like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Check out the other videos on my channel. Tell me what I did right, did wrong. I know what I did wrong. I went too low on the truss rod adjustment. Remember, I'm not a Lutherie, just an old guy with too much time in his hands. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye now.